We're in Gothenburg, Sweden, and Volvo, further to their announcement on capping speeds at 180 kilometers per hour, Volvo have just announced that they're going to have cameras looking inside at the driver in all of their new cars. Now that's essentially to decide whether the driver is distracted or maybe intoxicated, and then decide whether they need to intervene or not. Now it's a very thought-provoking move, one that's sure to create a lot of discussion. Well, let's get straight to discussions and meet some of the Volvo experts behind this new technology.
The intervention will come in essentially 3 stages, and to tell us more about how it would all work, we spoke with Trent Victor, Senior Technical Leader at Volvo Cars.
But here, what we're looking at is a 3-stage approach where you have a support phase where you have information warning and corrective behaviors or shielding of corrective behaviors, braking and steering in the first phase. And if that isn't enough, what happens is that the vehicle can be reducing the speed. So the vehicle can reduce speed, and the Volvo on call can discuss with the driver what's going on. Some people have consequences based off of strokes or other medical conditions or drugs that are prescription drugs, but alcohol is the main contributor. And if that's not enough, we're able to give the vehicle the authority to stop the vehicle in the end.
Of course, with these systems, there is also the danger of over-reliance. And speaking with us was Malin Ekholm, Vice President of Volvo Safety Center, to help us understand this issue.
So over-reliance historically it was with ABS brakes. You thought that you could go much faster because you had the ABS brakes. Front-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, you don't have to drive as carefully on winter roads because you have all-wheel drive, which is actually not the intention of the system. It's there to help you get even better than you were with the other system. So what we do is we've done a lot of research to work on understanding the human nature and the human brain and what the mechanisms are for you detaching from the task of driving and what the mechanisms are for keeping you in the driving, and finding the right balance between support, but at the same time making sure that you understand that the car is actually not more capable than it is.
We also spoke to Oddgard Anderson, VP Software and Electronics, to understand how far and well do these systems currently see.
I think it depends a lot on where you are and what sensors you use. And we always use a combination of sensors to actually grab the best from all the different sensors. So it might be a LiDAR, it might be a camera, and it might be a radar. And then we take the combination of the information we get to create the best possible understanding of the environment. And that also, of course, gives us the ability to see around the car. A human being can only look in one direction at one time, so this is also a way to kind of have eyes in the back of your head.
At the event, which was held to celebrate 60 years of Volvo sharing its 3-point seatbelt invention with the world, the company also announced Project EVA, or Equal Vehicles for All. Jan Ivarsson, Senior Technical Advisor for Safety, shed some light.
The EVA initiative, it's a way of using what we have at Volvo Cars as in the front research for different situations in crash worthiness. And several of the documents has been presented a long time ago. And this is a way with the EVA to reintroduce them, but in a more summarized context. So you can see all of the documents and it's packaged in a certain way, so it's more easy to understand how the different research reports we have done over the years, how they fit together and how they could be structured and clustered together.
And winding up the night was a live crash test of an XC90.
So this is the aftermath of the crash test that you just saw. The XC90 crashed into a deformable barrier at 80 kilometers per hour. And I can tell you, sitting there ringside, man, that's a lot of energy that needs to be absorbed. And this Volvo, well, they say, at least for now, the preliminary data, it's performed very well. The moral of the story, though, is when you're driving, buckle up and drive safe.